Good evening, everyone. It's been a few months, I believe, since I've given a layout update. Done a little bit on the layout, so I just wanted to give you an overview, and I'll start here. This is my barge area, car float, and so I got the Walters Railroad tugboat and did that up. I named it after my grandfather, so the Leonard W. And yeah, put it together with some paint and still not done. I got to do the weathering, and I'm gonna put the M sticker on the stack. And I finally put together one building almost. So this one was supposed to be a small rectangle, but I extended it, and so it's got two doors. And I put a modern door in here for trucks. So I've got a forklift in there to load up the cars, and I got to put a roof on it and the floor in it and the back on it. And then what I'm going to do with my car float here, I've got this is just a slab of cedar, and it's a 3-track car float. It's 8 to 10 cars, and I've got 2 of them actually. So I've got to get the track laid into them and paint them up and make them look real, and get the water in and the wharf around. So I'll probably do natural stone here, or just gravel blocks, whatever, and then I'll do a wooden frontage on that one. And I finally decided on what I'm going to do in this section. So what I'm going to have is a concrete mixing plant here, and so those cement hoppers, and then the sand and the gravel, and I'll have front loaders and stuff there. And then on this side, I think it's going to be something like Concast Canada. They're going to do concrete castings, and there'll be an overhead crane here to load up the flatbeds and whatever else, and the building will be sitting right here in the middle, I guess. So I've actually done a few operations on this section. It's quite nice, actually. Bit of a puzzle to get everything sorted, but I've got this long lead next to the building there, and that's pretty much my well, I'll call it my yard lead, I guess. So that gives me space to get a couple engines and a couple cars in here. And then this is my runaround here, which is connected to my Y, my scissor Y. I ripped out all the track on the reverse loop and soldered all the joints before I put it down, and so now I don't have any derailments or anything like that. It's pretty smooth. I haven't done anything in this corner here, which I need to do, and I can do now because it's running well. What else did I do? Well, I worked on that GT there. That's not quite done yet. I still need a speaker for that. What else? I got a new gen set there. The yard I haven't moved at all. I got a GP9 from Walters. Well, from a Walters GP9, and I've been doing that up, so it's not quite done yet. I haven't got the railings back on, and I haven't got that beacon to operate yet. So this is going to be a grain silo back here, and then it's going to have a feed over to the port side. And right here there'll be a tower with a loading facility, and then there'll be a little bit of water here, which I think this is going to be a slip, and the ships will come in this way, but there won't be anything there. It'll just be for show. And then this was all going to be water, but I think I'm going to fill it in because I need the space. And I don't know what's going to go here. It's either going to be, because I put warehousing over there at the barge slip, and so I don't really need another warehouse here. And so this one might be one of two things, I guess. It's either going to be a liquid transfer, so a lot of tanker cars coming in here, or it'll be steel offloading and loading, as well as wood offloading and loading onto ships. And then back here, depending on what I put up here, it's either going to be that building flat behind there just to fill in the space and no rail access, just a background building, or it'll be a bunch of oil tanks, like the big round oil tanks, and I'll probably fill this in as a tank farm and that as a tank farm, and then have pipes going over top of the yard feeding that. And so this will be where it gets, the tankers get filled up, chemicals and oil and gas and such. I still haven't finished my lift bridge. Those are the verticals there that I have to assemble into 2 towers, one on each side of this guy. This guy's getting painted orange and the towers are going to be green. I still need to finish off my swing bridge. This is going to be white, heavily rusted. I've actually figured out how to do rusting stuff, so I'm going to hopefully do a good job on that. And then I finally got a bit of advancement on my container port. Got my container ship there now. So that's just a wooden blank. I just finished sanding it. So that's the stern, the starboard stern of the container ship. That's the stack right there. And then that right there is going to be the tower with the lifeboat and everything in that space. So yeah, it'll only be space for 2 40-foot racks, so I can load those up. And I don't have a big crane or anything. I think I could actually make a big crane to go right here and just kind of loom over the ship. But I'm only going to put 2 tracks in, and I'm trying to get a bunch of 40-footers, but they're really hard to find. Everybody wants 53s and 48s, or everybody's selling 53s and 48s. But anything overseas is all 40-foot containers, so you don't really want 53s. I don't even know if they put them on container ships. Anyway, there's my chain link fence. So I want to do some more work on this area and hopefully get it advanced. I might work on that container ship and get it painted up and put the railings on and stuff. I think that'll look quite cool. And I got to do the rudder too, and then the fencing and the port edging and that kind of thing. And obviously put the, and then a couple ideas here. This was going to be a bakery. I don't know what it's going to be. And then I got this little tiny sliver here. This might be metal recycling. I don't know. Kind of don't want to fill everything up with track, but then I'm at the end here. I guess one big thing I did do is I took the lower table out, which has given me a lot of room. Oh yeah, and I did switch over to, I put the laptop in here too, so that's nice and stored away. It's got a nice little pull-out tray. And so that's where I can do I switched over to DCC EX, and I got my Wi-Fi board. So now we use all my old cell phones to run the trains now. We can run up to 4 trains on 4 phones. So that's kind of cool. It's all wireless now. Anyway, that's it for the update. More coming soon, hopefully. Have a good evening. Thanks a lot, guys.